should corporates allow you to wear, for instance, your Sangoma drapes, your Sangoma clothing with your beads and everything else, over and above the corporate tie and suit?
I'm not trying to walk into KFC or a restaurant and then I'm eating and then something goes wrong and then can I see the manager? Manager walks in draped up that way. Explain. You wanted to come to us. It's our corporate job. This is our dress code.
With where I was in corporate before, you know, I felt that people with a calling, they respected the corporate job. They came in their uniform. We all wore the same uniform. We all did our job, regardless of the fact that they do have a spiritual calling. And then there's another one where I think it all depends on the culture of the company you're in. You understand? With the one I was in after that one, guys, I've moved jobs quite a bit.
Your CV is very long.
I've moved. The other one there, the culture allowed, the environment, allowed for, you know, whoever who has that spiritual calling to wear the beads, you know, whether it wasn't a problem because they were not meeting clients face to face.
Mr. Executive is there in the boardroom. You're sitting there with him. And then you just start sneezing, you start coughing, you start making sounds, ululating within the boardroom.
No, because that's not the place for that. There's a
But you're not in control of that.
Ahmad Dozie gave you the job and they want you to keep the job. They didn't say, so
Fair.
you must,
They won't put you in a situation
They
where
won't
now
put
you
you
must lose the
to
job.
jeopardize you losing
you know
your
what I
job.
mean? It's clean, right? It's clean. You pray for the job.
You get the
answered
job.
your call. And get the job. Now you must do the job.
Now maintain the job and keep the job.
Maintain the job and do the job. Yeah, man, let's get straight into the show, man. And the time is exactly 18 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. It's time for the Bogart man once said. Some wisdom from a Bogart man. Speaking about happiness, guys, it is very important to be happy. You know, a lot of people don't realize that, but it's very important to be happy just by yourself.
It's a decision.
You know, it's a decision that you have to make. It's an imperative decision, you know, because, you know, a lot of people struggle with I want to call this, it's muti. It's like, it's evil. It's evil, this thing, okay? It's called closure. Because if you're looking for closure from some people, they're not going to give it to you.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I myself, I'm a victim of that, you know, but here and there.
Me too. Yeah.
I don't let it get to me. I don't let it get to me, but here and there. But you definitely need in fact, you definitely don't need closure. You just need peace.
Yeah.
And peace is happiness, I can tell you right now, man. Because sometimes we think that we are just waiting on them or for an apology or an explanation or just a proper goodbye sometimes, you know, whether it's that relationship or just some relations that you have with other people generally. But the truth is they've already said everything they need to say by not showing up, you know, and to the party. Because closure is something tough, ladies and gentlemen, you know, and you can have an argument with somebody and then you feel like you didn't win.
Of course.
and then you come back.
Yeah.
And then, because you want to go back because you want the closure to say.
You want the closure.
Did I win this or did I not win this?
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Or even in a relationship. I don't know. Did you guys have a closure?
There's so many things that I haven't received closure on, and I just feel like it's normal. You have to find a way to learn to make peace with it, because not everyone is gonna explain. You know, not everyone is going to apologize or even acknowledge or even take accountability. So I think it's just important to just let it go. You know, at that time, just for the sake of your own peace, just move on and let it go.
Yeah, man. All right, it's quite tricky.
It's a tricky one, right?
It's like a person who's got depression. Like only you can defeat that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? From
that
inside.
is true. That's
from
true.
inside.
It's the inner work.
It's the inner work of everything else, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. All right, cool. When we come back, we're going to be covering some entertainment news as well, man. We've got an exciting guest, a DJ who's going to be coming through later on as well. And who carried the song? Head over to Twitter. And Rob is going to be handling some sports at 10 o'clock as well. And if it's your birthday, please do let us know. And then we're going to give you a shout out right here on the Bogart Morning Show.
Yeah.
What kind of you want to hit them with the highlights before we go?
We will be touching on, guys, I don't know, right? If you guys knew that we actually had a serial killer in South Africa. and this was like in 1995 for there, and
Yes.
is almost as tall. So we'll be touching a bit on that. And shout out to the women that are carrying, well, I'm stretching it, but carrying the industry.
Okay.
Shout out to
them.
Shout out to them. I mean, they're really doing the best. So we'll be touching more on the music awards, and yeah, we'll be speaking about Cardi B's new album as well. That is
She's dropping.
She dropped, and it's
Of course. What a time to drop it.
yeah, what a time to drop, and it's called "Am I the Drama?" Is she the drama though? We don't know, but yeah, we'll talk about
I
that.
feel like it
and
was a
dive
very
into
good
it.
time to drop, man.
I love it.
But
Nah,
we're going to discuss that when we come
perfect.
back as well. The time is exactly 21 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock. Good morning.
We're going to go straight into the Did You Know facts. We're constantly dropping things that you did not know about fashion, guys. It's forever evolving. One thing about all the clothes we wear. So, guys, did you know that linen wasn't just a fashion choice? Actually, it was very sacred.
Oh, now we know that.
Now we know.
Now we know that.
It was very
That's the
sacred.
whole thing.
Imagine, you never would have expected that, especially now how we easily access it. It's honestly something else. But this is due to the fact that it was prized for its purity and coolness in the desert heat, and it was very durable. So it wasn't something.
Also, it was had that fresh air kind of.
fresh air,
Yeah, in the
cool,
desert.
in
Okay.
the desert heat.
Is that what the
you
pharaohs
know?
wore? Most
Yeah,
of the
I think
time.
so. Linen was very big in Egypt, but they prized it so much that that's the fabric that they particularly used to wrap the mummies.
Sure.
So
the
Wow.
mummy.
the mummies are
Hey.
wrapped in linen.
And
Hey, the mummies were going nice, eh? The people who went to
Nah.
the mummy fight, they were going nice there.
But that was the whole point about it. They wanted
Yeah.
to send off their dead to, like, with dignity.
With dignity for afterlife.
Yes,
So it
and they wanted to
matters,
rock up
okay.
nicely in the linen, like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm here, I made it.
Yeah. Okay.
I just wonder. I'm not questioning the whole religion, but I just wonder, like, how does it transport to the afterlife? But it's
Through,
fine.
there's a god that must takes you on a boat.
Oh, that god.
according
Oh,
to
yes.
the
No, he's not a
Egypt-
god. That dude. It's just I don't know. Maybe it's the god. I don't know. The god of death.
They have a god for everything.
They have a god for everything. I think there's a movie that I saw with what she's referring to.
Yeah, they've
That
got.
we-
But
yeah.
is it Rama?
No, Ra is the sun
Ra.
god.
Oh yeah, the sun god. Yeah, but we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to that one.
Yeah. So
Some gods
imagine
as
that.
well.
And not something we can just, easily access and buy.
Mm-hmm.
No, man. Shout out to, evolution and things evolving and
Yeah,
times
man.
changing, because that's a very different time to live in.
Yeah, we got a bit of silk garments for in our shops as well, man. You might wanna just ask the stylist just to give you some more information about that. But if you want some more information about the clothes that we got, we just posted our favorite Rina at the Gentleman's Club on Saturday. She did like a catch up thing where she was describing some of the clothes. So you
Nice.
definitely want to go onto our Bogart Radio app and check that out. It's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
She's gonna give you some tips and on what to wear, how to wear,
Nice.
and everything else. So
Nice.
shout
I
out
like
to Rina for giving us that. The name is Ronnie J. Driz, extraordinary DJ, man. Every morning we do this here, man, from Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with nothing but great conversations. All right, cool. Let's dive into it. What we got on the entertainment side?
Listen, this year's the Sadi and Music Awards is coming in bigger and bolder and louder. Yo.
No, they're definitely coming in harder
They're
because
coming
I keep
so
seeing a lot of
hard.
posts,
Yeah.
from a couple of friends of mine, and everything else.
I
Seems
love
like
it.
they're doing good.
They're doing so well. They're giving their girls the flowers, and it will be happening in Joburg Theatre this August. I believe it's the 1st and the 2nd of August. So it's actually 2 nights.
How old is
Yes.
it? It just came in recently, right?
If I stand to be corrected, but this it started in 2022.
Oh,
I stand to be corrected though. I will verify my information regarding that. But it's something that has been happening, and the ladies have been attending. And I love the fact that now it's 2 powerful
it's just for
nights.
ladies.
It's just for the ladies.
Oh, okay.
But they're
Shout out, shout out, shout
acknowledging,
out.
for example, with this one, the one night, it will be invite only, and it's for the women behind the scenes. Like your
Oh.
management, PR,
Okay.
makeup artist. That, and then the second night is the big night, and that's like the awards gala, and then this one is for the public, celebrating then the queens that are rocking the stage day in and day out.
Oh, that's incredible.
My
So-
first instinct wanted to be like, why aren't
Yeah.
the ladies behind the scenes getting the same
Celebrated.
recognition?
Of course.
Then I realized maybe they're behind the scenes because they want to be there.
Of course,
They
of
don't
course.
want the cameras,
camera
the
and the
gala.
action. Yeah, yeah.
Maybe they're like, guys.
Yeah. we fine at the back. But I'm happy that they are getting acknowledged, you know, regardless of them saying, I don't mind being behind the scenes and helping the superstars shine so brightly. But it's nice for us to also be like, hey, we know that also without you, the work wouldn't be so seamless, you know, and allow the artists to just focus on the talent instead of stressing about the meeting and
also
when are we uploading and when's this.
Behind the scenes is a passion as well.
It is a passion.
Something that, you know, I've seen people who are just passionate about being behind.
I agree.
They don't want to be, and they do the work so well. You know, so also them bringing them out to say they are these people. Yeah, but shout out to them, man. Incredible. Basadi Awards.
They're doing the most. Already there's been a few stats released on who's leading and who's doing well. And I saw that Zingumalo is doing exceptionally well in leading in her category. I believe she's been nominated for 4 categories.
Shout out.
And shout out to that, you know. I think we can all agree. I see everyone is nodding in the studio.
I know her from being 13 years old. I met her when she was 13. And she's been about the music, you know.
I love that.
So to see her go from this little girl saying, I want to do this, to now actually doing it, and she's killing it, and she's not throwing away the opportunity. I don't see her being irresponsible.
If there's a person who's not throwing away the opportunity, is Z.
You know, and I'm so proud of her.
She's doing
she takes it. She takes it. Like she takes that opportunity. Every tiny opportunity she gets, she's there.
I'm extremely proud of her.
Yes, Makadze as well. She's also earning in the top spots regarding categories, and then we also have in terms of you know, radio presenting and broadcasting.
Oh, they're also there.
They also there.
Are they gonna give you one?
Well, I not yet. I haven't been nominated. I just landed.
Just arrived.
Yeah, okay. We're manifesting though. Yeah, we're manifesting.
Cool. Yeah. Next year we're there.
They're given that one. Well, the person who's nominated is Relebogile. And she's doing an exceptional job as well. She's really taking it. So no man, shout out to them for that and acknowledging the women in the industry. I love that. I genuinely do. While to also touch on other news regarding that, Tyler actually announced a new release that's coming up.
Oh yeah, I saw that. So she was in another interview. She's saying she's releasing new music. And this new music is gonna be incredible. She's been working on it because it's got that summer vibes. Because you know where she is, summer vibe. I'm like, okay, shout out to you. You just fly and dip and ditch the winter out here.
Yeah,
it's quite nice. Eh? Must be nice.
No, I'm excited to hear it. You know, it's going to be called Is It? That's the title of the new single, Is It? So I love it.
Is it? That's so colored.
It's so
I love that.
It's already making around snippets on TikTok here and there.
I do have a confession to make though.
Okay.
I always escape. The reason why I go to Durban July is to escape the court and transport.
Must be nice.
I want to be telling you, like, for now we're just good time. Now we're not going.
And Durban July is coming.
And Durban July, trust me, it's a
vibe.
We are going, nah?
It's a relief, trust me.
Right?
Like, it's a relief because I used to go there just to escape the cold weather. Because when you arrive, I remember the first time I went to Durban July. Oh, didn't we pack jackets, everything? Oh no,
for nothing.
We arrived there. We had to buy new clothes.
You know what?
It was not making sense. It wasn't making any sense.
That's one thing I always love about Durban.
All right, cool, man. Let's dive into some other news. SARS makes a big e-filing changes ahead of tax season.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure. So they are digitalizing everything.
Yes.
They're no longer going to be sending mail to your house.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So it's going to get to a point where everything that has to do with SARS, everyone's basically going to be on e-filing, which is good for us and our generation and then the ones after. But now what about the boomers and the baby boomers?
Wait. So I'm going to get to that. So this is being implemented for the 31st of May, 2025, right?
Yeah.
Which is already, you know, and they'll stop sending printed letters, like you said, and notices. Everything from notification to corresponding will be delivered digitally via e-filing and the mobile app. You've got a mobile app. Right. First of all, why were you still sending letters?
Because there's people in my car, you know?
Yeah.
There's the baby boomers, the older generation that refuse to learn how to use computers.
And remember, the postal system was one that
was just
very
making life
dominant.
difficult for some of us. who doesn't have a stagnant address? You know what I mean?
Okay, that's true.
You know what I mean? How am I supposed to know what I'm catching up on, and how am I supposed to know like I'm late on this, or this whole e-filing system? I felt like they should have just put the effort into the e-filing in the first place
a bit sooner.
And it's too late now. It's too late.
Well, now they're doing it in such a way that you no longer even have the option. Maybe the snail mail was working for you. Now you won't even have that option. Now you have to go digital.
But the thing about going digital is just the amount of the cybersecurity and the scamming that can happen with such. I mean, you get these
What
random.
scamming are you doing? Have you met the SARS people?
No, no, you get you. No, when I say scamming,
Those are the last guys you can scam. Those
No,
ones.
not SARS. You can't scam SARS.
You can't scam.
Can't, hey, don't run away.
Those guys,
they will
you
fetch
can't
you.
The scammers.
But I'm saying the
coming as
scam is
scars.
a syndicate.
Oh,
so they
yeah,
will
yeah.
come across as SARS and send you emails and tell you that this, and then now you're giving them your details and you just never know where that might lead.
Oh, now
so
you're
that's
on this
the
fake
issue.
website.
Of course.
No, but the good thing is about it, everything happened on the e-filing on their website.
Yeah,
So
true.
yeah, that's the good part.
Yeah,
So you need to make sure that you follow that.
Have you met boomers? Somebody can make a fake SARS website and send them an email, and they will click on there and be like, "This is SARS."
And I always say that, like, there's just people who just fall for this thing.
You see,
That's
it's the
true.
older generation because they never wanted to learn how to use computers. So I think they are the most at risk. Bong is letting me know that they're actually avoiding queues. That's why they're doing it like this.
Oh, that's good.
But I'm
Have you
still
seen
worried
the-
about
have
the
you seen
older
the queue at SARS,
generation.
guys? That's the most terrible.
It's horrible.
That Home Affairs just goes straight into the
Horrible.
bin. Like those guys are, I don't know. Like I think they go for long lunches. I don't understand, bro. Like it's so much that I went there and it already terrified me, and I'm never going back to SARS. I'd rather just
I've
pay
gone
somebody.
once and I've never.
I'll just rather pay someone like, you know what? Let me just pay you.
Someone
Okay,
just does it for
just
you.
go and deal
That's
with
actually
it.
crazy. I've never been in the queue at SARS. Like I've always just
It's
done
crazy.
everything via e-filing. Yeah,
Hey, you're blessed, eh?
I've never.
Yeah,
I couldn't. The
some of us had to
workers.
fight. Some of us had to fight. And if
Yeah.
you
You
call
have to
them,
take a day
you're gonna
off.
be on a call for 30 minutes
Yeah.
and more.
Yeah.
And then you get frustrated, and then you're like, let me just go there. You get there.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then you'll wait in the long line just for them to tell you, oh, just because you're missing this one particular document that you
Yeah.
forgot to bring with you, please go back home
And that happens a lot.
and try again.
And the worst
that
part
happens
is,
a lot.
then you get someone who doesn't even know what they're talking about. If you're not happy, money only amplifies what you have. Okay, if you're not happy right now and you get the money, you will not be happy. Personally, I'm not happy, but if I do get the money, I'll be happy.
Because most of our
I'm just,
problems maybe revolve around money. So yeah, we need that money. Let's get that paper.
Yeah, because you're gonna have problems one way or another, you know.
Yeah,
So
regardless.
once you find out that you're gonna have problems one way or another,
Yeah.
you're gonna be happy. Because it's just something that's there. It's like breathing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like having a flu. You don't get upset when you get a flu.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, I got flu. No, it's part
It's part of life.
It's part of life,
It
you know.
comes with the package. That's how it is.
You must continue with the groove. It's fine. It's fine, you know. But yeah, man, that was Mali, Tugzin, Zid Kumalo, and Sky is also coming through with that one. Who carried the song? Let's head over to our Twitter page. Let's see who do you think carried the song.
Carried
over here.
it. I saw the votes. It's,
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Do I announce them?
Yes, we have Uzimalo on 33%.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People, okay.
So yeah, that one was not. I don't know, man.
No,
like
on my
it's-
end,
yeah.
let me just refresh.
Okay,
as well. Let's
refresh
just
so that
make
we see.
Making sure I'm getting the right. Okay, it's a tie
It's a tie, nah?
between Tugzin, Z, and Skies
And
as well.
Skies,
Everything's
uh-huh.
33.3%.
Yes.
people-
Nice.
Is that do you guys think it's fair? Hey, because I just hear Z, no?
Yeah,
No,
also.
but Skies did pretty well as well.
Oh, but it's Tugzin.
You
Tugzin,
know,
it was
and
there.
Tuxin killed it with, but I will
Production.
definitely go for production. He always kills it,
Yeah.
but I will definitely say Z.
Yeah.
I love what Z does to a song.
Mm-hmm.
Without Z's vocals on this, it wouldn't be the same song.
And I think for
What?
me, even regardless of the vocals, like even what she's saying and just the harmony or the melody that she's going for, like wow.
Okay.
She's talking to Money like it's her boyfriend. Like, can you love me the way I love you? Come on.
Yeah, you need to have conversations like that.
You
with
I see she doesn't have money problems. Her money problems have gone to another
level.
Yeah.
Another level.
Which are not problems, aka not problems. They are problems, but
But no problems.
yeah, but no problems. You know what I mean? But anyways, let's head over to sports. The time is exactly 4 minutes past our 10 o'clock. Good morning. ladies and gentlemen, I got an extraordinary gentleman in the building here. His name is Tebza A21. What's up out here?
Lovely.
You good?
I'm good.
Nice, man. Welcome to the Bogart Morning Show.
Okay.
Yeah, man. What's the A21 for?
It's not A21.
Oh, it's Tebza.
It's Tebza 21.
Oh, it's Tebza 21. I don't know. No, the A was abbreviated. So here.
Oh,
so
is
it's,
it? I type it like that just to be unique.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I thought maybe it's A21.
No, it's Tebza 21.
Okay.
Oh, just Tebza 21.
Yeah.
All
Okay,
right.
nice.
All right,
Nice,
cool,
nice.
man. So Tebza here is a DJ, event organizer, and Vader Network. It's like Lord Vader.
Yes. It's
Oh.
a Vader network.
Okay.
We host events, we make music, and we sell clothes.
Oh, shout out to you, man. Oh, nice.
Proper.
Nice, man. So DJ, event organizer, right? When did that start?
I started being a DJ in 2020, September.
2020. Oh,
The
September.
lockdown, yes.
Yeah, those are the days. Hey.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
and then the event organizer thing, I started it in 2022.
When I just wanted to know, like, where are you based?
I'm based in Krugersdorp.
Krugersdorp.
Yeah.
So, okay. Oh, so you came all the way from there?
It's Krugersdorp,
Okay.
Mansenville.
Wow, you guys are shutting it down there, hey? Yeah. All right, just a quick one. Obviously, you're a DJ. I'm a piano DJ, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's talk more about the event, the Soweto meets West Strand. Yeah, the boiler room experience. What's that about?
It's a event where we try to put the Soweto type of groove in the West Rand, because those grooves are not the same. So
Okay.
in Soweto it's a different vibe than the West Rand. So we trying to put that Soweto feel in the West Rand. So that's why it's titled Soweto meets West Rand.
So tell me something. I always wanted to ask this question. Obviously, it's a thing that's there and we can see it.
Yeah.
What is the difference actually? Describe the Soweto vibe and then you describe the East Rand vibe. Because we all know it, but we can't say it. Huh?
To me as a DJ,
Yeah.
I feel like in Soweto,
Yeah, to you as Tebs, I wanna
Yeah.
hear.
I feel like in Soweto they know music more than anybody in Gauteng. Let me say, like the latest hits, the exclusives, they know it before anyone else, even before some other DJs. An ordinary person could know an exclusive song before you as a DJ. So I feel like
that's why in Soweto.
Yeah, in Soweto. So
That's
in the
Soweto is
West Rand they catch up late.
Oh.
So I'm trying to make them catch up more fast because of I know a lot in Soweto because I usually gig in there. So I want them to catch up like they do in Soweto.
Hey, sure. So you should plug us then, man. Hey,
Sure.
you hear that? We need to hang out in Soweto.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
You need to
It's
get
a
out of the
vibe,
north.
it's a vibe in
You need to
Soweto.
get out of the north and go to Soweto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I want to find out. So are you practically saying that when it comes to Soweto, Soweto's not chasing trends. It's just more of doing it for the culture.
Yes.
Would you say that is now opposed to the West Strand
Yes.
or what?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's doing for the culture.
I
Yeah.
like the explanation you gave as well because it kind of like really defines it. Because I also feel like also in Alex is the same kind of like vibe. I don't know.
Yeah,
What is your
Alex
take?
is-
Ask Alex and Soweto. You always go there and then you hear music that
You
you
hear
don't
music and you're like,
Yeah, it's like that. I haven't been in Alex before.
know. And Alex, no,
Yeah.
I will invite you, my brother.
Yeah, please,
it's
please
amazing.
do, please
It's
do.
amazing. But Soweto, yeah, I mean the guys are cooking every day.
Every day.
And the worst
weekend.
part is you get there, everybody's singing along to the song. You don't know.
Yeah, you see?
You're the only one who doesn't know it.
That's the vibe I want to bring in the West Rand. So that's why we titled that event like that.
Okay, cool, man. 28th of June, it's a party, ladies and gentlemen. A statement, both. What's the setup? Obviously, you did mention what sets it apart. So what's the setup gonna be like?
It's
What time is it
it's a boiler room experience.
okay.
What is that?
Like the deck will be in the middle and the people will be around.
Around.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's what a boiler
Okay.
room experience
Yeah.
means.
Okay,
Oh,
nice.
okay.
I
Oh,
didn't
just
know that.
even me, I
Nice.
didn't know that. That's why I was like, what is this? Because
It's hot, Moss. Literally.
Yeah, it's literally
It's hot.
Yeah.
we're being schooled
I
here.
like
We're learning
that.
a lot, eh?
I want to find out from you, right? It's 2025. A lot of people are hopping on to production, DJing. What would you say sets a DJ apart in 2025, or sets you apart in 2025? Because everyone is almost a DJ now. Your uncle, your cousin, your friend. It's, you know.
What sets me apart is I'm not doing it for the fame. I do it because of I have passion for it. I love what I'm doing. I'm not doing it either for money also. I do it because of I want to do this and I love doing this. That sets me apart from everybody who's been entering the game and stuff. So I'm not doing it for the fame or the money. I just love what I'm doing.
That's the first step, my brother, to greatness. I can tell you right now. Right now.
The passion.
Yeah, the passion. Because hey, without the passion, this game is hard. It's hard, man. Speaking about the hard, I mean, you take a lot of losses, I can imagine, because the events are hard. That one I know. And it takes, on stage. So we want to know the real story to it. Like, what are the challenges that you face as an organizer, especially in times like these?
The challenges, the main one is when you don't have funds. Like me and my team.
Cash
you don't
injection.
have funds. We self-fund our events, and imagine our events budget would cost about 20k, 30k, but we're not working. We have to hustle. We have to ask to our parents to lend us money. We'll bring it back. And when we lend money from somebody after the event, then we don't get it back. We're in debt with our parents or somebody else. So that's the
so what's the pressure? So what's the pressure? Do you want to get sponsors, or sponsors are not coming on board?
I feel like I just need a funder, not sponsors.
What's the difference to you?
To me,
what's the difference to you?
Sponsors, I don't like working for someone.
I see.
Like, we are already a company. We are a Veda network. We're already a company, so we can't hop on Red Bull on it and stuff. I wanted to be.
You want your name
Veda.
to come on. Okay.
Veda from the beginning.
Like how the boys are, the major leagues and the
are doing it.
Balcony mix. Okay. No, that's a good point. That's a very good point.
I want to know, just with relation to that question, what is the biggest L you've ever taken? Has there ever been an event and only 5 people show up?
The biggest L I've taken in the industries. A lot of people came to the event, but we never made profit. And we never finished paying our expenses. So the money from the gate, we ended up paying for the remaining budget of the sound, and remaining artists, the riders of the DJ, because we need to buy those stuff. There's no one who's
so it was packed, but the money
wasn't there.
Sure. And then what was the biggest win?
The biggest win, I'll never forget this day, was on the 29th of September 2024. Yeah, that was the biggest win. We spent less money and made more money.
Sure.
So that was the first time we ever made profit from an event. After 5 events, the 6th one was the one that we made profit.
Yeah, that means that I'm sure that day you guys were very happy. You were the happiest day. You can even smile. You're even smiling talking about that day.
He remembers the exact dates. Shout out to that. Shout out to that, and hopefully more become more like that.
No, it's incredible, man. This event space, it can be difficult sometimes, man. And I know. Trust me, I know. And getting the money together, getting the people together, and things can go wrong, and they always go wrong. And flops happen, my brother. Those ones you can't predict. And they're always there, and they're always gonna arrive. There's nothing we can do about them. All right, cool, man. So obviously, it's Soweto meets the West Rand. Actually, there isn't much that happens in the West Rand. Come to think about it, is it me or?
Can someone explain the West Rand to me as someone who isn't?
Oh, you're not a Joburger.
Yeah, not a Joburger.
West Rand is that side. It's just far from everywhere.
It's far
from wherever you are in Johannesburg. It's just far from.
It's just far from everywhere.
There's a place called Ruruport.
What is it? Is it closer to like I don't know when you're heading to like? I don't know. Give me geographical. What's that side?
Just know it's far. Just know it's far.
It's not Val side.
Rimser.
Oh, it's not Val.
Westgate.
You see,
okay, now I see.
Yeah.
Okay, now I think I see.
That's how bad the people who live there.
Okay.
The people who live there, they are just in their own world. Like you see, you don't even. But if I was asking about Soweto, you know.
Oh
if
no,
I ask
definitely.
You about the East Rand, you're gonna know. You know what I mean? Something there. I don't know what goes on there. They're like their own. What are Orania there or something?
Not on Orania.
They should have their own currency, man. All right, cool, man. Before we run out of time, we go back to the sports. Just let us know we can get the tickets and everything about the event.
The event, you don't sell tickets, you pay at the gate. It's 100 rand to enter the whole night. Then cooler box free until 5 p.m. Then after 5, it's not allowed because they will be selling drinks and food inside.
Okay. And where can they get more information about this, especially social media?
On Facebook, my main account is Tebro Meifala, and my page is Tebza21. On Instagram is Tebza21_official.
Straight.
And on TikTok, it's Tebza21_official.
All right, cool, man. It's gonna be an amazing one. We're gonna be there. I hear they got who's on the lineup, by the way?
I haven't dropped the
lineup
full poster. I only unlocked Anchor B. These other upcoming vocalists called Katelim Mhlope, Zwane, and Makaset, and Sim Snoring. Then the final post I'll be dropping tomorrow or Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
Today or Thursday, I mean.
All right, cool, man. We're definitely gonna be there. It's gonna be a jump. I hope we can get free tickets. Personal. I want to be there. I want to check it out, man. I want to meet who missed it, whoever. You know what I mean? But thank you for coming through, my brother. And man, we're definitely gonna there and see this show happening. Shout out to Vader Network.
Yes.
So is it just you?
No, it's not just
who else is there? How many are you?
Oh, we are a lot. Cause
the whole entourage is outside. I see a lot of people outside, man. Like, this ones are the real deal. They come with someone comes in entourage.
Yeah.
They mean business.
Yeah.
They mean business. That's Tabza over here. Ladies and gentlemen, Tabza 21. This is the Bogart Morning Show. Good morning.
I like listening to an album when I'm driving. I feel like that's
that's my time, eh?
Isn't it?
Yeah. Maybe I might drive to the West Rand.
To the West Rand,
because it's a good time to listen.
You definitely have time to listen to the
We
whole
have time
album,
on the road. Trust me.
Yeah.
You should get one of your friends from East Rand. Just say, "Yo, I'm coming. Send me location." You can listen to the whole album.
Listen to the whole album is amazing.
Nicely. All right, cool. Let's head over to the sports with Robs.
Top of the morning from the sports desk. Let's take a quick look at our sporting headlines for this morning. Major steps to secure the multi-billion rand SAF1 GP deal will be taken this weekend in Spielberg, Austria. Formula One circus moves on to the Red Bull Ring in Styrian Mountains this weekend, of course. But it's not just the on-track action that will be on top of the mind for F1 fans. Numerous media reports are confirmed that South African Sports Minister Gayton McKenzie and of course our other officials are en route for the make or break SAF1 GP meeting. Of course, if speculations are to go as believed, it is understood that Kalami Grand Prix circuit will make a long-awaited return to the F1 calendar after 35 years. Of course, in 2028. There are multiple projects that have been aligned with the F1's mission to add new races to its exciting 24 race calendar. Other suggestions, of course, are considered like Rwanda, Thailand, perhaps some of the other countries contesting for this bid. However, it's a missing continent of Africa that holds the greatest prospects for Formula One. Just last week, of course, Kalami Grand Prix upgraded its circuit just to ensure that it matches the FII requirements. And of course, our circuit owner Toby Fenter described the necessary upgrades to move over to grade 2 to F1 ready grade 1 as almost like a light touch. So there weren't many reconstructions and many renovations that Kalami had to go through to meet the grades. So as things stand, things are looking on par. The FIA gave the circuit 3 years to get everything ready, and it seems Kalami have already been readily prepared to host. Of course, next week Tuesday, the 1st of July, we'll get confirmation from Sports Minister Gayton McKenzie as to whether South Africa will host the Formula One Grand Prix or not. Big day for South Africa, very big day for South Africa. Speaking about our Formula One, this coming weekend, of course, is the Austrian Grand Prix, which of course heads over to the Red Bull Ring. A lot of excitement in that regard. I want to ask you guys, did you get a chance to watch, or rather to see the Formula One movie preview? It's coming out.
The preview. Oh, of course, we saw that one.
Are you excited?
Last number. What do you call it? The last number seat in the movie.
there's a lot of excitement for that movie because it doesn't only communicate to motorsport fans, but it communicates to everybody else because the movie focuses, or rather covers different factors and facets of life, and also other facets of racing, not just Formula One on its own. So it does ensure that every fan that is involved in motorsport gets a glimpse of some excitement as to what the race can offer. So I think it's coming out end of July, if I'm not mistaken. But Brad Pitt is part of the main cast in that regard.
The only person missing is Tom Cruise.
The only one missing is Tom Cruise.
Only one.
And of course, so Lewis Hamilton also makes his acting debut on that movie as well. So it's going to be really, really exciting. Nonetheless, continuing with our sporting news, the Proteas arrive in Zimbabwe, having beaten Australia in the World Test Championship finals, of course, that took place at Lord's early on this month, breaking an ICC trophy drought that has spanned over 27 years. Zimbabwe, of course, have already been in the camp preparing for the challenge of the African neighbours, of course. And Coach Salmons says that our players are eager and ready to rise up to the occasion. The home side, of course, his preparation has been the focus on building intensity and, of course, our volume, while ensuring that the fundamentals are being addressed before, of course, shifting to focus in the tactical side of the game. Despite the demanding season, Salmons also said that the players have responded with a huge amount of enthusiasm and purpose. The second and final test of the series will, of course, be played at the Queen Sport Club out in Bulawayo from the 6th of July before, of course, the team move over to Harare for a T20 tri-series that, of course, involves New Zealand. And then, as far as football is concerned, big news for Soweto Giants, Orlando Pirates. I almost said Mamelodi Sundowns. They're in the top of my head because they got a big game this evening. Of course, Bongi, don't drop your jaw like that. Big news coming out of Soweto. Of course, Sipho Mbule, Master Chef himself. Yes, I don't know if you guys remember, a couple of weeks ago I was speaking about how Sipho Mbule is so talented and how much his talent is going to waste. Well, now it seems one club have identified his talents and have rewarded him with a contract. Orlando Pirates have confirmed the signing of Sipho Mbule. Of course, Sipho Mbule was signed to Mamelodi Sundowns. He was loaned out to Sekhukhune United. He had a bit of turmoil there, some misbehavior, some problems with substance abuse. But it seems Orlando Pirates might just be the team to turn things around. Of course, Sipho Mbule is still currently 26 years old and a huge amount of talent, possibly one of the most talented midfielders in the country. And for Orlando Pirates to snub this kind of player, it's a very, very good signing. All the other Kaizer Chiefs fans were on the race asking Bobby Mutau, what's going on? But this player was our player. Now you've let him go as he did many other players. So it's a big concern for Naturena. They've signed another player who, as things stand, let me not comment on that player yet. Let me not make those.
You'll upset a lot of people.
A lot of people. Let me not make those comments. But of course, nonetheless, Orlando Pirates have also confirmed the signing of Coach Abdullah Salam Odua. Of course, he comes on alongside Sipho Mbule, and they've also quoted that the numerous other signings that are set to come over to Orlando Pirates. Not to shift too far away from football, of course, it's a big one this weekend. It's dubbed as the Brazilians versus the Brazilians as far as the FIFA Club World Cup is concerned. Yes, Mamelodi Sundowns are back in action with a must-win encounter this evening against Fluminense, a team from South America, Brazil specifically. That encounter gets off around 9 p.m. this evening. It's a do-or-die match for Coach Miguel Cardoso if he wants to make sure his Brazilians, or his South African Brazilians, make it into the next round, the round of 16s of the FIFA Club World Cup. Other matches to look out for this evening, or rather early parts of tomorrow morning. Uaru Reds take on Monterrey, Inter take on River Plate, and of course Juventus and Manchester City will lock horns. Well, of course our weird club Casablanca will take on Al Anin. Of course, interesting matches as we head over to the final rounds of the FIFA Club World Cup. That's pretty much my story for this morning. Of course, back between 9 and 11 a.m. on Friday morning. Until then, that's enough said.
Thank you very much for that one, Rob. And we trust in O'Hare Gayton.
Yes, sir.
We definitely trust he's going to bring back the Formula 1.
He's very adamant. He's so confident. And in that confidence, it brings confidence to the country as well. But I know for a fact that Formula 1 is definitely coming back to South Africa. Mm-hmm. Do you know how much of a media frenzy event it's going to be?
No,
the country will come to a standstill. All celebs, everyone in entertainment, everyone in corporate is going to fly.
There's no event like that. There's no event like that.
There isn't.
The biggest event in the country.
Everything is dried up. Yeah, since the World Cup. Everything is dried up. Since Dublin, July, everything is dried up by the Formula 1.
It's going to revive things on another level. I can only imagine Toby Fenter, the guy that owns Kyalami Grand Prix. How much money is he getting?
Sure.
Chief.
No, that's that's beyond us. Like, I don't even think
you can't even calculate it.
I don't think he even cares.
He's not even concerned. Yeah, he's
not even concerned.
Those money problems, he doesn't have them.
Yeah, he doesn't have them. He's not even concerned about the billions he's getting. You know what I mean? And these are not millions, they're billions. He's not even concerned. All his concern is that to see those cars running around his farm there. That's all he cares about. That's all he cares
about. Money, just to digress quickly before we dive into our next topic of conversation. Speaking about monies, there's 22 billion rand that was owed from Eskom to City Power, I think.
Yes, yes.
I heard yesterday they pay 55,000 rand a month to pay for that bill.
Wow.
They're going to do this for the next 4 years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Yeah.
Now that we're speaking about money,
South Africa, speaking about money, man, and I just want to say, money goes where money is. I'm going to be honest with you, because sometimes you come from nothing to something, but that's a very rare case. But 100% of the times, I can tell you.
Most of the time,
most of the times, I can tell you, it's wealth that has been inherited. Because to make money without money, guys, is difficult.
It's so difficult.
It's difficult. Most wealth in South Africa is inherited, guys. I don't want to lie to you. If you're a cheese boy, you just got it, and you can build.
Yeah, you can build from something.
You can build from it. If it doesn't start with assets, it's just 10 times harder without it.
No, that's true.
Also, wealth, when you're wealthy, it just doesn't mean money. It's access, connection, business setup, land, even financial education.
Yeah, wealth goes over the value, the money itself.
Yes.
It does.
Like, then you're just above there, man. So we're speaking about the two brothers who inherited about 6.8 billion from Dis-Chem shares from their parents. Billion. Dis-Chem, chief. What is Dis-Chem, chief?
Dis-Chem is doing the most.
Dis-Chem is part of, it's your health, chief. You go there, whether you...
All the girlies that are spending 1,000 rand, 1.5 on the toiletries.
The toiletries.
People are benefiting now.
Those 2.5 every month, they're guaranteed you're going to go there. But anyways, man. So the business, they started this business back in the 70s. Now, Dan and Mark Southerman each control 12.6% actually of the pharmaceutical giant. And the family still holds power in other businesses as well.
12% of Dis-Chem is a lot.
That's been nice, because wow.
12%.
From their parents. The parents gave the sons inheritance.
The parents gave it to them.
In the sense of the inheritance, do you think they're knowledgeable? They have to be. They're knowledgeable enough to understand, okay, actually, we've got 6 billion out of this business. Why should we take our money out and go and invest somewhere else where we can literally keep the money, and generations after us can also benefit from Dis-Chem? Because Dis-Chem's not going anywhere.
That's what I was about to say. Listen, they don't have to run this business. They just have to sit.
Just keep the investment there.
Yeah, they don't even have to go to the boardroom. They don't do all that.
They don't.
Is it?
One of the sons is an executive.
Yeah, because he wants a job. He's bored. Okay.
He's been running it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because he's bored. But because you can be an executive and also own. There's two different things here.
Okay.
Yeah, because they can even fire you from there and still be.
You still have the shares.
You still have the shares.
The shares aren't going anywhere.
Because they're bored. Trust me, it's people like this. They're just bored. And they don't want to stay at home. That's how it works. Personally, I just.
Why can't my boredom take me there? I want my boredom to put me there in the executive chair. I must sit.
That's
so Rob, you're bored. We're putting you here now.
I'd rather be bored like that. It's fine. I like that boredom. It's better. I like that bored.
The boredom is much better.
Hey, bored and you're broke. Yeah. That's right.
You're bored and you're broke.
No, that's a bad combination. You can't be a chief now.
You can't, man. It's quite insane. It is insane. I won't lie, man. And so most wealth in South Africa is inherited, like I said before. So do parents leave you something? Land, business, policies, debt, even? And how did it shape your life?
I think if you obviously we have to cultural. We have to put a certain culture into it, a culture of investment, a culture of inheritance. And you'll find, like you've mentioned right now, only recently people have sort of not recently, but I think 15, 20 years.
Past decade
as far as trust funds are concerned. Only then it became people were thriving. I think now recently our generation have started investing or rather putting money into trust funds, understanding that, hey, listen, this child's future, as much as we appreciate the black tax and we appreciate getting something back from our kids, we need to set our kids up so they can have a startup as well. So they know, okay, this is what my parents invested, or this is what my inheritance is part of. How do I now use this to enrich the rest of my family? And I think that's something else that I think that's supposed to be an angle or direction that current generations are
so
having to follow.
important to set up your children. It is so vital, whether it be in education. Are you leaving something? Because you can't just sit back and just hope that things do work out for them. That does happen with some children out there that do change as we speak about generational curses.
Some people speak about generational wealth.
And then generational wealth. So there is that
discussion.
It's funny. I always curses. There's always wealth.
There's always wealth, and then you say curses. You see, so it's different conversations, but it is important to always do everything in your power to try and set your children up, honestly. And that's why I understand people that are like, okay, I'm a delay a bit on having children and maybe making even more children, because I want to try and set the ones that I have up, maybe further their education, sponsor them with this or help them with that, because we all see the race that it's a very tricky one when you don't set your children up.
I don't know, but man, it's a tricky one. But all I know, you gotta leave something.
You have
but it's easier to leave something.
Don't just
when
leave
something
your kids.
was left.
Don't just leave your kids behind. Leave them with something.
When something was left for you, it's very
That's
easy
valid.
to
also leave something back.
Because 6.8 billion. Like, people are just But anyways,
I found out the other day his name is actually Benexa.
Wow. Are you serious?
Sure.
Because he didn't tell the whole world. We just thought they were abbreviations. Why would he do that?
Benex.
Or maybe that person didn't know.
How do you pronounce it? Benexa.
Benexa.
Sure.
Doesn't make sense because there's an N at the end. But anyways, story for another day.
My goodness. Speaking of names, guys, do you guys know the name of the most notorious serial killer in South Africa?
I know Alalius Mate. There's more notorious than him.
Yeah. It's
Alalius Mate escaped prison with Vaseline.
Yeah, he did.
Through the bars.
How did he?
Yeah, that's why we say
he applied
notorious.
Vaseline
But the story
over
for
his
another
body.
day.
This one, he was actually called the ABC killer, and his name is Moses. Ironic, but how? You're supposed to save the people. He's supposed to save people if you're Moses.
He's the dude with the stick.
Yes, this is Moses' story. And he had a killing spree from 1994 to 1995. And the reason why I'm actually, speaking about this, guys, is because Showmax will be releasing a documentary about it, where, people who, I guess, were also involved in the case at the time can speak about it. Because it's not really that long ago. 1994 is not that long ago. It's just here. So they're just going to be speaking about it. And he did a lot. He was convicted. He was caught and convicted eventually, but I believe that he has about 76 victims, 38 murders
in that year,
and 40 rapes. So it was just a lot.
What was
1994 to 1995 between that time. He used to lure women into fake job applications, just like what's happening now. Exactly. I used to lure women with fake job applications and things like that. So I'm interested to see the documentary, because it's been covered by other people, but I don't think it's been covered in Africa. I'd love to see. It would be
also interesting, possibly the reenactments in the documentary as well, just to see how accurate they are with the reenactments. That would be quite interesting.
That would be very interesting,
because I think that will most likely give an overall view of how and what type of person he was. Over and above the testimonies from the people that are the victims. I do think a reenactment of possibly is trying to actualize the actual situation would definitely paint a good picture to it. But so to possibly follow the same story as the Rosemary killer.
The Rosemary in Global. We'll really see, because this one, I don't know, it has captured me. I really want to see it, because it's a crazy one, and this happened in Johannesburg.
I really think the Hollywood guys, they should just come to South Africa and take all the stories, because there's too much here. There's too much. They'll make so much movies, so many more movies. I think Netflix is already here. You can tell they're making one or two, one or two. But South Africa is just a whole movie. Like, there's too many stories. Too many.
Yeah, a lot is constantly happening.
Guys, I want to pick your brain before we say our final goodbyes. So this scenario situation that arose from a workplace with Umtagati. So you know the whole calling situation where you have a certain calling, and in that calling there's certain things that you have, certain clothing, that you have to don, that you have to wear to respect the ancestors. But now there's a concern that came in from a certain corporate company suggesting that actually the corporate company or the corporate environment does not allow for that type of uniform in this environment. Do you guys think it's you think it's ordained? You think it's okay for if you have a calling, for instance, should corporates allow you to wear, for instance, your Sangoma drapes, your Sangoma clothing with your beads and everything else over and above the corporate tie and suit?
Okay, I get where they're going and where they're coming from, but listen, I'm not trying to walk into KFC or a restaurant and then I'm eating and then something goes wrong and then can I see the manager walks in draped up that way. Explain. So how am I supposed
counting the bones at the back then?
Counting the bones at the back. He's throwing the bones and like
chicken wing bones are being chucked at the back then.
Yeah. So Kuvukile type 5. So what am I supposed to, like, come on, man?
Yeah.
No, that's, I'm sure where they're coming from. Like, we're in Africa, so we should dress. No. You wanted to come to us. It's our corporate job. This is our dress code.
Sure.
You know, and this is how we want to.
But now, Ronnie, you've got a calling. Like, literally, you're in a board meeting. Executive, what's the guy's name from Dis-Chem? The guy, the 6 billion guys. Mr. Executive is there in the boardroom. You're sitting there with him. And then when you just start sneezing, you start coughing, you start making sounds, ululating within the boardroom.
No, because that's not the place for that.
But you don't have any control of that.
True.
Yeah, but you must also understand, like, you know, it's not everybody understands. You must also have respect for
the corporate environment.
The corporate environment. It's the same way we have respect for what you believe in. You see,
that's a tricky one. Yeah, no, it's a very tricky one, and I say this because with where I was in corporate before, you know, I felt that people with a calling, they respected the corporate job. They came in their uniform. We all wore the same uniform. We all did our job, regardless of the fact that they do have a spiritual calling and they are able to do what they need to do to honor their ancestors and honor their calling after hours. It wasn't something that we were exposed to as the colleagues and we saw forefront. So we saw that. And then there's another one where I think it all depends on the culture of the company you're in, you understand. With the one I was in after that one, guys, I've moved jobs quite a bit.
Your CV is very long.
I've moved. The other one there, the culture allowed, the environment, allowed for, you know, whoever who has that spiritual calling to whether wear the beads, you know, whether it wasn't a problem because they were not meeting clients face to face. That's where the problem was. So I feel like it depends on the job you're in. Are you constantly meeting strangers, clients, customers face to face, or are you at a headquarter where you don't really have to interact with clients and you can actually wear that? So like I said, I was exposed to 2 different environments where one I feel like you definitely couldn't and the other one you could, you know.
Listen, Amatlozi gave you the job and they want you to keep the job. They didn't say so
fair.
You must
They won't put you in a situation where now you must lose
to
the job.
jeopardize you losing your job.
It's clean, right? It's clean. You pray for the job,
you get the
answered
job,
your call, and get the job. Now you must do the job.
Now maintain the job and keep the job.
Maintain the job and do the job, because I don't think it will contradict, because people who just want to
shouldn't contradict.
Yeah, it shouldn't contradict. That's how you can wear the beads and everything, and then you wear like a formal suit or whatever it is, you know, but just as soon as you blend in, you know.
Yeah.
So what happens if the clients get in and that time we have a message for you, but how will you hold it in?
Holding the message
For the client.
Yeah.
For the actual client getting in.
well, then you tell the client, but basically
You're about to
just
seal a
It
5 billion
happens.
deal and you tell the client don't sign this thing.
so it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. Why? No, it's pretty simple. I like to break down things. Why are we here? We're here to close the deal, to make the money.
Yeah.
That's what Amatlozi want, right? And they gave you this, and then now we're gonna do something that's gonna jeopardize that. It doesn't make sense.
But now you're there, you're sweating, you like literally you're the client. Secretly now own the company.
And even if it's a message for them,
I get the calling.
no, it's a personal message. Get it, and I'm sure you can hold it. And then after the meeting, everything's done. Then you approach them.
Ronnie,
and
you're
say,
sneezing, you are sweating with during the people. You're shaking. There's no controlling anything.
tricky.
Like it's the words need to come out of your mouth. You need to tell Ronnie this deal that you're signing is wrong.
Like I said, it goes back to, some of us we see things differently.
Yeah.
We don't believe what you believe. We see you having a fit. Probably
think epileptic fits.
It's an epileptic fit to us. You know what I mean? We don't know that.
Sure, fair enough.
Because we've never been to the mountains. We never
call
been
the ambulance.
to call the ambulance straight. Yeah, call the ambulance. Something wrong with the brother over here. And we're not gonna take you serious. We're not gonna, whatever you're gonna say, we'll be like, no, it's because of.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes it's true. There are people who have epilepsy and all those kind of things. So that's why I'm saying you need to know where you are and what you're also bringing through.
I just feel like there's a time and a place, and I think this is for all.
If it comes through, please just excuse. Like you are sweating. You already know.
You can excuse yourself.
Yeah.
You can try and find a way. I think people with experience with this, we need to get someone with experience with this. Maybe they can give us more intel. We don't want to be speaking, from not knowing. I feel like. Regardless of the spiritual calling you have, whether you're now a prophet or you're a Sangoma or a healer or anything, I feel like there's a time and a place, and there's a way of also applying your mind and applying common sense.
Yeah.
Because we don't want spirituality to look like stupidity now. Where now you look like you can't apply your mind, So I feel like those people who are mostly experienced in that, I think they know what to do and how to do it. And because they've been doing it for years, I believe they manage. And maybe we can get someone to tell us how it happens. I think we should,
Because it's
just to pick their brain.
I mean, not to say that it's a sensationalism out there, but there are a lot of people that are receiving callings, and most of those people are youngsters in the early 30s, which of course means those in the corporate working environment. So at some point it must affect them. So possibly getting insight from a professional as to how these situations are dealt with in the corporate environment will shed some insight.
Yeah, I'm sure they were taught that.
Yes.
I mean, from wherever they learnt it from, because they had to be passed down to them. That's why sometimes the people take leave or absence
to
make sure such things don't happen, and they go and they do that.
To communicate
and
they come back.
On these days I'm working, don't come calling me.
Yes.
Please. I don't want
clean like that,
Call me Saturday, Sunday, I'll answer.
But they don't call me, and they even say I'm going there.
What's that thing of yours? Don't answer one, don't answer two.
Don't answer two. That one. They must know. Huh?
Don't answer one.
Don't answer two.
You know.
Don't answer three.
You don't know. Come knocking on your door at 11 p.m.
You know. You're gonna know. Those who know.
And we don't know, but okay. So we mustn't answer. Now we know that don't answer.
You answer the door at 11
No, when you
PM,
leave
but
work, you tell them.
answer.
You tell them, I'm going there, guys. This is what's happening.
Yeah.
It's just funny enough I'm playing this song. But anyways, guys, until Friday we do this again. This is the Bogart Morning Show.